Mighty B, what's up? Come on in, buddy. Hey, Grim Shifter, we got people coming on in. Welcome on in, guys. We'll get to it in a couple of minutes. Supposed to go live at 8. Probably kick off a little bit earlier. Let me just wrap up what I'm doing here and we'll get into it. All right, let's get to it. Welcome on in, guys. Happy Monday. That's right. It's a wonderful Monday. Got some awesome tech news to talk about. How you guys doing? You guys had a good weekend? Hope all has been well. We got YouTube with us today. Welcome on in, YouTubers. All right. There we go. Let's get that on there. Oh, we can put the chat up top on the corner. Yeah, I like that over here. Like you guys close to me. What's going on, Mighty B? What's going on, Grim Shifter? How you guys been, man? Hope all is well. You guys with a great Monday? I will kick things off shortly, guys. Like I said, we're going to start at 8 o'clock. That is the plan. I figure I'd come in early, see how you guys been, what you've been up to. Have you guys been trying out any AI lately? Any AI news you guys want to talk about? Any cool things you guys want to ask or mention? I'm here for that. You guys go ahead and speak your mind. We got some crazy news to talk about. Crazy things I've seen and heard past 24 hours, which is bananas to me. Elmo with the 34 months. Officially, I've been doing this for 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. Elmo was my number one subscriber, number one person I was talking to for those 34 months. Elmo, I appreciate you to the max, my guy. Hope all is well with you and the family. I've known you for 3 years now. Oh my goodness, I've been fantastic. Having a blast, as you know. Still doing the Marvel Snap stuff, of course. Still playing games as always. But also diving into the world of AI and, of course, showcasing my knowledge in technology. So Monday nights, we do Tech Talk. You guys come and talk to tech. We talk about all types of things happening in technology. The last 2 episodes we had some fun. We built some funny videos. We used Lovable to make a game. We're doing all types of cool things, Elmo. How about you? How you been, buddy? 34 months. MVP in my heart. Tell you that much right now, guys. We got 2 more minutes. We'll kick right into it. Will bring us not too bad, not too bad. I'm glad to hear that, man. Family's good. Everybody's all right. What game are you enjoying nowadays, my friend? YouTube world, don't be shy. You guys can speak as well. Speak your mind. Whatever you want to talk about, I'm here. We're going to have some fun today. I'll show you guys some cool tools I'm sure you guys aren't using. New Destiny, of course. I know you're still loving Destiny. I love it. Love it. You playing any Marvel Rivals? Get the music down in my ears. Make sure the music is not overtaking my voice. All right. Kick things off at 8 o'clock on the nose. Mighty B. That's right. The Tech God talking about tech. So we do. Monday nights. It's always a fun time. We've had fun the past 2 Monday nights. So you guys are in for a treat today because we're going to do things a little bit different. We're going to talk about some news. And I got some cool tools I'm sure you guys haven't seen or been using. And we're going to dive into it. And like I said, now we also have YouTube with us today. Haven't had a chance to get YouTube to be with us, and now they're here live. So I'm sure they'll chat when they're ready. All right. Let's go ahead and kick things off. It's now 8 p.m. Eastern. That's when we start our wonderful tech talk. I want to kick some things off talking about some AI news that's been happening. Let me go ahead and pull that up. First thing I want to discuss. Boom, 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 boom. Let me get my camera all situated in the nice view. Here at Tech Talk, there we go. We got our wonderful chat GPT up and running. I'll make sure I get out of the way. You guys. Yo, Sleepy Link. Welcome on in, my friend. How are you? Hope all is well. All right, I guess we could leave the camera there. Camera down just a tad. There we go. So I'm in it. All right, perfect. All right, here we go. Sleepy Link, how you been, buddy? Hope all is well. Hope you've been building something lovable. We've been having some fun times with the AI. So we're going to dive into a few things. Start with the news, and we'll go into some apps as well. Doing excellent. So glad to hear that, my friend. So, of course, kicking things off with Chat GPT agents are now rolled out to everyone. If you have a paid Pro, Plus, or Teams, you're now able. Welcome on in. It's McGee. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Yeah, so ChatGPT agents are now rolled out to everyone, Pro, Plus, and Teams members. So as long as you're paying for it, it could be the $20 plan or the $200 a month plan, you are getting the agents. Now, we used the agents last week to do a plethora of things, from looking at the top Marvel Snap streamers and their favorite decks to building us a plan that we went and rolled out afterwards. So agents are very powerful. I've seen a lot of cool things in the interwebs where people are just using it to pull out a whole bunch of plans and everything else, not just the basic Excel spreadsheets, but it can do research, give you back the data, and put it in any type of format you like. So if there's any task you guys want to test the wonderful agents out now, let me know. All right, we'll make it happen. We'll put it to run as we go through the rest of the items. Now, if you guys don't have a task for me or a prompt you want me to use, I will go ahead and put one together myself. Okay, you guys let me know, because I do enjoy using the agents and seeing it do what it do and actually pushing it to its limits. All right, so if you guys don't, give you guys a couple seconds and I will give it one myself. I'll give it a task to go ahead and research for us. Now again, agents, for those who don't know, are digital assistants. Okay, so you normally have an assistant that you go out and say, hey, I'm going on a trip next week, can you please plan, book my flight, book the hotel, plan my itinerary. That's what agents do for you now. You can book your flight, you can do all the things a digital agent or just a normal assistant would do. This can do for you. So let's go ahead. I haven't seen anything in chat, so go ahead and type something out. What can we research right now? There's a few things I've been seeing in the news, seeing companies laying off a ton of coders and kind of, okay, what we got? Can it help me find events in BKK in December? All right, what's BKK? Or should I just type BKK? Oh, Bangkok, I got you. Oh, that makes sense. Bangkok, BKK. What awesome events should I attend in BKK during the month of December? All right, let's go ahead and give it that research, see what it tells us. So for those who are here, not here for the first time, don't know how this works. In the background, it actually spins up its own desktop. Now these desktops do not stay live. These desktops go away after it completes its task. You don't have to worry about it keeping your storage or keeping your data. Can it help me beat the bots in Marvel Snap? You know, we asked it that last week and it said it couldn't, but you know what it did for us though, which is crazy? It went out and came back and gave us the best deck to use to beat the meta, and it was a great deck. It was a phenomenal deck. But yeah, there's a lot of bots we're seeing in Snap right now. A lot of bots. I started playing just, you know, like a couple minutes ago before the stream, and I was like, wow, bots, bots, bots. And those bots are cheating. But yeah, so it will help you. It can't do it for you, but it will go ahead and research the best list out there to beat the bots in Marvel Snap and send it back and tell you what it is. So that's what you want to make it happen. Nonetheless, as you can see, it pulled up the machine. It's doing this thing, it's researching, it's actually showing you where it's going to look for these things. You can also pull it back if you want to see what you're missing. But like I said, in the back end, it's spinning up some type of virtual machine, whether it be a small virtual machine, Ubuntu, etc. Yep, it has its own VM. Yeah, the last week we were trying to figure out what it was. I think we even asked it what it's using, but so it's using some type of Linux VM that is spinning up just to do all the web searches and all the tasks for you. And like I said, the cool thing is when it gets to a point, if it needs your intervention, it will tug at you. So whether you close your laptop, shut your machine, and go take a walk, go get some coffee, if it needs you to input credit card information or needs you to continue a security thing, it will prompt you on your device and say, hey, I need you to do this. Should I continue? That's the cool thing about these agents. They do have fail safes in there, because the biggest concern about this is with the new agents, they're going to be new security risks, right? So people are going to try to make fake websites for agents to go in and give credit card information. So like I said last week, I'm going to say it again. If you are trusting of your agent to go out and book things for you using your credit card, make sure you use the connections, the APIs, the secure connections before. Do not give the bot just your credit card information. Don't you ever do that. All right, keep that in mind. Does it integrate with Sora? It does integrate with Sora or any imaging. So we had it integrate with my Lovable account last week, and we told it to make a solitaire game for us, and it made a solitaire game for us. So all depending what AI tools integrate with ChatGPT, it will do it for you. Yes, which is pretty cool. So that's the cool thing, right, McGee? You can tell it, I'm starting an Etsy shop where I am selling digital art of elephant. Do a research and tell me what the best elephants are, then use my Midjourney account and populate X amount of elephant images, and then create my Etsy shop and upload these images on it. It will do that for you, which is mind-blowing. Yes, it was. Yes. So, freelance. Yes. Freelance Avocado. Love the name. Yes, I'm a Marvel Snap streamer, content creator, of course, and partner. I do put on every odd month events. So this month we did do the Crown in honor of Scada 727. So yes, on Mondays, however, I do Tech Talk. I am in the tech field. I've been in tech field forever. So on Mondays, I like to do tech talks with the group. So if you're confused as to, wait a minute, is this the same gentleman that just did the Marvel Snap tournament? Yes, I am. The SuperTechGod. Name hasn't changed. So yes. Thank you. I appreciate you, freelance. That's right. So yeah, today, like I said, I am just doing my wonderful tech talk with the community and trying to bring, AI tools to you guys and AI in the forefront so you guys know what's going on with AI. Because a lot of people don't like AI, and I understand. I'm trying to bring the good side of AI people. So I appreciate you watching the videos on YouTube. Madden God, welcome on in, buddy. How are you? Happy Monday. Tomorrow we'll be playing Snap. Tomorrow we'll be playing with the new Invisible Woman First Steps. So I cannot wait for that. Yeah, man. Yeah. Flight attendant wife is gone. Oh, man. Damn, I'm so sorry, freelance. Yeah. Snap content has been very scarce these past couple of weeks. But Grand Arena has been phenomenal. And a lot of people have been coming back to play it. I just wish Grand Arena was out week 4 and it was going to be out for longer. But I'm happy to see a mode like that actually exists because that mode is extremely fun. I'm loving it. That new game mode is so good. I wish they didn't have that much bots in it. Those bots weren't cheating and beating me up every time. But without the bots, it is extremely fun. Oh man, Junior, welcome on in, buddy. Wanted to move avatar, so rude. What am I, move avatar? You didn't get your move avatar, buddy? What's going on, my friend? Welcome on in. Oh man, Junior in the building. I'm not sure where my mod is. Listen, he needs to get his rest. I'm not even gonna bother him. Let me do the shout out for the one and only Old Man Junior. How you been, buddy? You are the move champion. You know this already. You'll get that, Abbott. Well, you get the title. You'll get the title for sure. So it is doing its thing. We did ask it to look up the best, what we should do in Bangkok in the month of December. And it's been running and doing its thing. And as I said, that's a pretty cool thing what this can do. Outside of just doing researches, guys, it can do other things, right? Like I said, if you're looking to build a new shop, if you're looking to do anything with your finances, if you're looking to do anything you have a assistant that can actually do, this can also do it. Can it do it better? Maybe. All depends, but it definitely can do it faster, right? And that's something I want to also research because today I did see an article right before the stream. Wait a second, integrated with this, with my Google Calendar, it can probably, that is correct, it will 100% do that. So if you do connect it with your Google Calendar sources, because we did that the first time Agents came out, you can have it send you an email and add it to your calendar. Yes, you can connect. Let me show you the sources that you can connect. You can connect Box, Canva, Dropbox, GitHub, Gmail, and more, right? So again, if you wanted to use, like you said, Dropbox or your Google Drive or your Notion or SharePoint, Teams, whatever you want to use, or even Canva, like I said, you can go ahead and sync this up and it will create stuff on your calendar. It will give you a whole itinerary with what you should do first, right? Using the AI technology will tell you should do this first, which is good. Of course, Madden God would say something as madness as that. Can you? You know we're doing this live, man. We're doing this live, baby. Come on now. I mean, that is a thing out there, so I can't get mad at you. I use ChatGPT for streaming when I have no clue what I'm doing. ChatGPT comes to the rescue. Oh man, Junior, I totally agree. The cool thing about ChatGPT, well, not cool thing. The cool thing about AI in general. So, oh man, Junior, what I'm doing now, I'm building out my own bot. I'm building out a Ken bot. I know I had a shirt that says, hello, Ken, I'm not a bot. I'm building a Ken bot, a knowledge enabling network. And it's going to do some cool things, especially with my Discord, with my Twitch streams. Like, you'll be able to talk to it and play games with it. It's going to be fun. The fact that we can build private autonomous machines or private LLMs is pretty awesome. So I wanted today to show you guys something called NAN, where you can actually build your own private chatbot and have it do things with your Discord or your chat, where you can send news and respond back. So today I was going to do that, but Google just secretly released some type of system that's kind of like it. It looks way more simple, and we're going to test that out tonight. All right, so that's one of the things we're going to experiment with today. But maybe next week, Monday, we will actually do the build your own chatbot without any code, or a little bit of code, but no code. Almost no code, I would say. Oh man, almost no code. So you guys who are content creators can also watch the video and want to build your own Discord bot for your community and have it do cool things, right? That's tailored just to you. So that is the plan for Monday upcoming's Tech Talk. Also, I got a lot of other things that I'm actually building out to actually give to the content creator community that I think everybody can benefit from. You know, I'll dive in more into that later on. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a cool time. This sounds cool. It definitely has so many things going on in December. I'm gonna let this run. Like, I should have let this run and go do our thing, right? Like, why even sit here? Let's go ahead and let it run. Let's go on to the next topic. Speaking of private LLMs, for those who don't know what that is large language models. ChatGPT is a large language model. Oh, did it finish? I think it's done. Oh no, it's still doing its thing. All right, let it do its thing. So, speaking of private LLMs, this new company that's been out called Lumo. They have a new chatbot that is 100% private, first ever private AI LLM. So no sharing of data. No, even though it's open source, it's not going to keep your data, be able for you to parse it. You won't be able to go back and look at any of your chat history. It's 100% secure. All right, compared to everybody else, you guys can't probably see that. So let me go ahead and zoom in. Keep forgetting I need to do that when we're streaming. All right, so compared to all the other AI assistants and AI chatbots, this will never use your data to train AI. Right now with OpenAI, it uses the data that I've given it to know who I am. So if I said, hey, you know, I'm looking to do something cool on stream, what should I do? The AI chat will go, are you talking for TECHTALK AI or are you talking for SuperTechGod? So it knows who I am. This will never do that. We'll never train the AI with that data. All right. It will delete all log files of your chat. You guys heard today, the owner of OpenAI, Sam himself, said that you may not know this, but your chat conversations could be used in the court of the law. So all my people who's in chat, if you guys do anything shady, don't type it in ChatGPT. Yeah, you saw that today, right? I was going to do not type that in ChatGPT because it could be used against you in the court of law. I know some people are already typing, how do I stop my baby mama from doing, don't do that, okay? Don't ever do it. How to hide a body, don't type, no. Do not ask your chat about that. It could be held against you in the court of law. All right, can't share data with anyone. That is correct. You won't share any data. ChatGPT, if the cops show up, here you go, your officer. All right, has an ad-free business model. So that's cool. OpenAI has the same thing. Pretty awesome. I know Copilot doesn't. I'm gonna talk a little bit about that stuff in a minute too, because like I said, I do this for a living. I run my own IT company, and I've rolled out some cool private AI chatbots for companies that are already on 365. And people will think Copilot is a better route to go. Hey, Tech, they already have 365. Why not use Copilot? Because Copilot business model is expensive. And yes, it is already integrated with all the other things. But if you want something extremely private, where you feel like, when I mean private, I mean like you can give it its own name, you can do whatever you want with it, and you can set levels and tiers. I think going outside of Copilot is great. But for those who are IT technicians who work for a company and don't want to bust up their head with trying to build a private LLM, you go ahead and use Copilot. Copilot's not bad either. All right, so they got high-level jurisdiction and open source code to the public. So you yourself can actually use the open source code from Lumo. You can actually, that's right here, Lumo. You can actually use the open source code and embed it into your own private AI, right? So if you make your own chatbot using NAN or any of those automation services and you have to choose an LLM, go ahead and choose Lumo. It's going to do everything you want and keep it private. But again, depending on your client, talk to them, because some clients might want to be like, hey, I want to see what my employee is typing into the chatbot. So keep that in mind, all right, when you're picking what you want to look for. I already asked how to be a mob boss. Yeah. Well, you're not in trouble yet unless you get caught still. Yo, welcome on in, Jemmis. How you doing, buddy? Missed the last Tech Talk? No. So the last Tech Talk, we broke down ChatGPT's agents, which we just did something for Bangkok. I'll show you that shortly. So last week, agents came out, was only available for certain members. We got lucky that we had access to it. and we were able to push it to its limit. We asked it for a bunch of things, and basically what it does is it's a digital assistant. You could tell it to do whatever, and it would do it for you. Make phone calls, schedule meetings, send out emails, research a product, research a trip. Like my family's from an island called Nevis, so we research, hey, we want to go to Nevis, what should we do? And it had the itinerary for what we should do, what we should eat. It also had how we can fly down there, book flights for you. It can also do open table reservations for you, right? So the AI knows who you are. So if you ever say, hey, you're gluten tolerant, it will know, hey, not to pick a gluten restaurant. It will do a bunch of cool things. So that's what we did last week. And then we also finished it off with something fun. We used Google's Theo 3, which is one of the best AI video generators, 8 seconds, 4K with accurate sound. So the chat just had a blast putting in all types of prompts and we had a good time. So that's how we did it last week. Yeah, welcome on in, Marvel Snap. How you doing, buddy? 24/7 in the building. All right, so yeah, guys, if you guys want to check out Lumo, again, I'm gonna leave a link to all these down below on those people watching the video on YouTube after this is done. Yeah, my friend. So we did one just now. Sleepy Link asked about Bangkok, December, what should he do? And it's researching. So what it does is it spins up its own VM, so its own virtual machine. We think it's on Linux, and it goes through and do all these cool things. And once it's done, the Linux machine is destroyed. So nothing gets stored on the VM. Everything is gone. So you have nothing to worry about there. However, your prompt is what stays on ChatGPT servers. And if the cops say, hey, what did this person type in on this date and that time, they can pull up that prompt. But as far as the VM goes, the VM is destroyed once it's done. So we did this at the top of 8 o'clock, a little bit less than that, and it's still running through. So let's find out what happened. It's barely on December 5. Where do you see 5? We've been doing this for 16 minutes. Let it run. All right. So let's go on to our next topic. Yo, Vic, welcome on, everybody. How are you? Hope all is well. Listen, depending on what you want, we had it. So Robo was in here last week, and Robo asked what was his top tweet of the last 90 days. It took a good, it's finished. It took a good 20 minutes as well, but it went through every tweet. We didn't even put his name. We didn't put his Twitter account. It knew who he was. It went through all his Twitter accounts. The crazy part was it found a retweet that he did, then researched the retweet and saw that the retweet was the most views, but it wasn't Robo's views. It was the retweet. It was the tweeter, the person who tweeted the tweet views. So it's kind of crazy that it actually digs that deep. So no getting rid of body requests. No, the ChatGPT will be able to store and give that information. All right, so it's finished. It worked for 16 minutes. We can go ahead and look at the actual breakdown of the virtual machine, what websites it went to, everything it researched. We can look at that if we want to. And here it goes. It broke it down. So you have from December 5th to December 7th, you have a 3-day EDM festival. Let's go. Skrillex, Calvin Harris, David. I know all these people. How come I never been to these events? What's wrong with me? Friday Second Chicken. Welcome on in. All right, we got ads starting in 3 seconds. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you're going to get some ads. But if you are subscribed, sit back, relax, and just take off your shoes. All right. So Thailand is the spot. I didn't know. I'm slacking. I need to go. I love this type of music. Then we have Affiliate World Asia. So leading affiliate marketing conference seminar. Okay. All right. We got Grass World, second 2 day half industrial gas markets. Okay. We got fitness games, Moto Expo, B-Day Forever concert, Wonderfruit, White Party. That White Party must be sick. No Christmas? We're not celebrating Christmas in Bangkok? What's the either way, it's fine. So you have all the sources here, all the links, all the websites, and you can go ahead and share this, which I will share. Oh, can I share it? I don't know if I can. This conversation may include personal information. So we won't do that. But nonetheless, for those who want to use this tool, this is exactly what you'll get. You'll be able to save this, copy it. You can copy the table and we can paste it into something else, and voila, there you have it. Come back on the 24th. Well, there you go. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Let me see if I can copy this. I guess I can. If I can, let me add it to my standby. Google Sheets. If I can paste this in an Excel sheet and have the link, I will do that for you. So again, chat, if you want to, yep, it did it. If you want to put a prompt in the prompt chat of what you want this to research, let me know. I got infinite amounts of searches. No, I don't have infinite amount of searches, but I'd rather do the search so you don't have to, so you can see how this system works. Now, it has to be a sensible search, ladies and gentlemen. All right, no putting nothing crazy in here now. All right. Remember there being a car show there? See, there you go. All right, so Bangkok. BKK 2025. Sleepy. Link 1. Either way. I'm going to share this for you all to have access. All right, there you go. All right. Research thing. What? Anything? Any month in particular, or just anything to do in Cozy Mouse? All right, we're going to let it do its thing. All right. All right, let it do its thing. We'll be back to it. Okay. I'll wait for the ads to be over, and the ads are over. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so the next topic I want to dive into for this wonderful, crazy week in AI news, and that is, like I mentioned before we get into that, let's go ahead and talk about something that the White House did last week. So if you guys didn't know, the White House went out and there it is. The White House went out and created a Winning the Race America's AI Action Plan. All right, so it looks like it is about 28 pages of them breaking it down as to what the plans are for America's AI Action Plan. So I'm gonna give you guys a TLDR, give you guys a nice brief overview as to what they're looking to do. On July 23rd, the White House laid out a 28-page AI action plan that consists of 3 major pillars, okay? So accelerate AI invention, okay? So that means cut the red tape across the federal agencies to speed up AI development, all right? So right now, they do have some type of red tape or regulations. They want to cut that and just speed up the AI development, right? Encourage open source and open weight models, all right? They want to also revise federal AI procurement to restrict contracts to systems free from ideology bias, right? So they want to kind of cut that out as well. They want to remove reference of misinformation, DEI, and climate change from its an AI management risk framework. So they want to do all that madness. Sound like a movie? Yeah, it's about to be a movie. It's definitely about to be a movie. They also want to build the America AI infrastructure. So if you guys know, to run any type of AI system, platform, whatever the case, it takes a lot of energy, a lot of power, a lot of compute power. Whiteman Brady, welcome on in, buddy. How you doing? They are definitely trying to remove that because they want to speed up the growth of AI, especially in America. Okay, I know in some countries, I believe in China as well, the AIs have a bunch of red tape on it, so it won't answer or do a lot of things that you may ask it. So we have some of that right now, some of our AI tools. I know a lot of our AI tools won't do a lot of things, but it looks like they want, the president and the White House want to kind of get rid of that and kind of want to push AI as quickly as possible. And again, so they're looking to build the American AI infrastructure. So streamline permitting for data centers, semiconductors, fabs, and energy projects, right? So they want to, again, build these huge data centers. They want the Fed to take the fake news. Yeah, 100%. You already know that, CPL. They want to expand the national grid and restore semiconductor manufacturing. They want to build secure and high-performance data centers, including for defense and intelligence. Crazy enough, I know somebody that works in data centers. I've been in plenty of data centers. The first time I've been to a data center that had a National Guard in front of the racks, I was like, wait a minute, what are they protecting here? So they have cybersecurity. They have a data center where you have to use key cards and access to get in there, and then to get on the floor you need to do another step. You have to sign in, all this good stuff. And even after those type of security measures, there was one rack with a armed guard in front of it, and I was like, wow. Okay. that well, I don't know what they're protecting. What cloud is that cloud? Because clearly they're protecting something there. They'll do this, but won't upgrade your network. Nope, they will not. Of course not. We still got cables running above ground where a bird can just chip at the wire and we lose power. I don't understand. It's whatever. I think power we should have had power under control for the longest time. Underground, fixed power. I don't understand how we still got wires going from buildings to houses, and it just blows my mind. Nonetheless, they want to build a secure and high-performance. I already said this. Okay. They want to launch training programs to support AI infrastructure workforce, which I think that I kind of like, because I think what's crazy to see and what's been happening is that, especially for even my son, when he's 15 now. So back in the day, most country frameworks and that install, maintain the government, and yeah, no, I get that. My son is 15, so back in his time when he was in junior high school, there was a program called CODE, I think CODE. It was an acronym standing for something cool, but it was kind of like teaching kids how to code, because coding was the wave of the future, right? That was the push. I had my son, I got all the coding apps for the iPads and all the cool things, to find out that now coding is not the wave of the future. A company just let go almost, I believe, all their developers, all their web developers, all their coders, and hired 5 engineers and 10 AI coding agents, right? With AI taking that leap of being able to help code or even code certain things, coding is I don't know, it's a scary thing to think about, man. Nursing is this, yeah, okay. Nursing, to my point. Electricians, plumbers, nurses, doctors. Those are the jobs now that people should really be trying to get to live comfortably, right? If you're in one of those fields, you will live comfortably, right? Coders, I do fear. I am afraid. I am scared to see what happens. I still think we need humans to help code and read code and do the right thing. But I don't know. A lot of companies are moving away from that and building private coding agents, which is scary to me. But yeah, I'm letting you guys know that it's kind of crazy right now. Then of course they want to expand the use. So back to this thing here where they want to do training programs to support AI infrastructure in the workforce. I really believe people should take advantage of that. Learning AI, learning how to build and work with AI so that they themselves can be something that people can rely on, right? Because I think if you're not in that field or you're not trying to embrace AI, things, the change might be a problem. Someone telling me those are 2 jobs that will always be around: healthcare and law and order. People need to get sick, people get out of trouble. That is correct. Law and order, yes. And for 100% the healthcare, 100%. I mean, I've seen robots out here giving people haircuts, scaring the shit out of me. But nonetheless, let's look at what Elmo's chat. So they worked for 7 minutes, and here are some notable festivals. But here's all the cool things happening in Cozy Mel's. in September. They also have something called Ironman 70.30, one of the Mexico's premier half distance triathlons. Swim. Oh, I don't go in the water, so you know what? There you go. You want to go swimming? You can make it happen. Rest in peace to my guy Malcolm Jamal Warner, man. Independence Day parade and fair. Look at that. You ain't doing no Iron. I ain't doing no Iron Man either. All right, there you go. So we got some cool things here. I'm going to also do the same thing for you. And I'm going to go ahead and add this to my Google Sheet and send that over to you. You can go ahead and see if there's something that you want to get into when you're out there on your cruise in September. All right, so again, chat, you guys want to see what this can do. If you're intrigued to see and push it to its limits, give me a prompt. As long as it's sensible, we'll go ahead and ask it. It's me, Elmo. All right. Get the share going. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Copy link. Elmo, here you go, buddy. Make sure everything's a go here. So, as you mentioned before, that's basically something they're looking to do: build secure, high-performance data center. As we mentioned before, they want to they want to lead in international AI diplomacy and security, ladies and gentlemen. So they want to expand the U.S. AI exports to allied nations and enforces and tight export targeting countries of concern. So they want to share and grow AI with their ally countries, but they want to also then now tighten export controls targeting countries of concern. All right, they want to design U.S. AI leadership as a counter model to China's government-dominated approach. So, like I said, China with DeepSeek and those other tools, they really have a tight hold on what AI can do. They don't want to be like that. They want to go ahead and be a counter model and kind of, again, win or be in the race of being the best AI model out there. All right. So if you guys want to see the America's AI action plan, I'll leave a link down to that below. All right. Now we dive into some fun stuff. All right. Kicking things off, I want to talk about, like I said, I wanted to discuss NAN, which is a platform where you can build out AI agents, add modulars to it and say, do this, this, and this. The cool tool, I've used it 2 times. One to build a private AI chatbot for a client, and I also used it to test out a Discord chatbot, which I said we'll be doing it together next week, Monday. We're going to build a chatbot using NAN, and we're going to do cool things like have it send a channel cool AI news that it gets from different sites, and it's going to put it in a nice format. We're going to have it do cool things for different channels, and people can talk to it in the Discord. So that is the goal for next week, Monday's chat. Can it connect to Suno and make a song? You know what? I wonder. So, okay. So the fact that I don't see Suno here, I do have a Suno account too, which is funny enough you said that. I think what we could do is we can tell it to do it. It will get to Suno, and then they're going to tell us to log in. Like, we can take control of the VM. You're going to say log in, and I will continue. So it could get to that point where it can do that. We can also have it, get things ready for us, and then we can go into Suno ourselves and do our part, right? But, we'll ask it anyway. Yeah, for research purposes, of course. All right, let's see what it says. Like I said, I know it's going to stop us and say, hey, can you log into your account here? And we can log in, and then it will continue the process. So we'll definitely do that. I have no problem doing that. Don't worry about that. Well, it looks like it might do it itself. So let's see what happens.
He's human after all. Take off the mask.
Was this the Cozy Mouse one? Oh no. All right, let it do its thing. Okay. Now, let's go ahead over to the next topic I want to bring up, and that is Google released a public beta experiment tool to rival NAN, and it's called Opal. All right, so it came out 2 nights ago or last night, under the radar. They made no. Google's been doing a lot of this, like just pushing out cool AI tools and not saying a thing about it. And this one is one of those tools. And basically, like I said, NAN kind of does that thing, or this kind of does what that does, but this is way more simple. So as you can see here, we have their, some of the Opal team's pre-built automations. Okay, so from a blog post writer to books to business profiler to games, music, etc. All right, we'll go ahead and look at probably the blog. This might be the easiest one there. I'm going to go ahead and move this thing over my head. Okay, you guys will be able to see me in this corner. So basically, you get a topic, it writes the outline, it does the research, writes the outline, right? It creates a banner image, it writes the post, then it combines everything together and display it for you. So you could do these cool things and it can automate this for you and do this for you. So if you are a blog writer and you're accustomed of doing your research, creating the banner, getting the outline, putting it together, you will no longer need to do that with this tool. Now, this tool is in beta, so I'm assuming once it's not in beta, it will have access to multiple or maybe even more different apps. But now let's go ahead and test this out. So we hit start. So again, this yellow thing here means it needs a user intervention, right? So we need to do something here. So let's pick a topic. All right, so what topic are we going to pick? Bots in Marvel Snap. Okay, now from there it should do the research, which is doing. Then from the research information, it should start to write the outline, right? I mean, that's what I get from this. So it's doing the research. It looks like our thing is finished. Let it do its thing here. All right, so as I mentioned before, McGee, you see, it got to Suno in a minute and it said, hey, can you log in and I will finish for you. So we'll do the takeover. I'll log in. I'll see if I have a fake account or some test account we can use. If not, I'll sign in.
Since you asked, I'll give it to you straight.
Don't have an account. Let's sign up. Come on. Will it not let me sign up? Verify I'm a human. What's going on, Carlos? Welcome on in, buddy. Of the Scotta Surtur deck? Yes, we do. Stand by. It literally wants me to sign in and actually use one of my accounts to sign in. I gotta make a fake account so I can start doing this, Mickey. So let me make one now while we are looking at the Opal. All right, we'll come back to it. All right, so Opal did its thing. We didn't get to look how quick it was, but here we go. Marvel Snap's secret agent, friends, foes, or freaky AI. It went and picked some weird looking banner, which I understand. They might not be able to go ahead and just take the banner. So there it is right here. The intro pulls back the curtain on your opponents. All right, find yourself questioning your reality, devastating, blah, blah. And look at this. Somebody come look at this. Phenomenal. It went out and made a whole blog post and did the research for you. You didn't have to do anything at all. It did its research. It used Gemini 2.5 and went searching the web. It took 14 seconds here. Marvel Snap utilizes AI control opponents like bots. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Look at that. All right, so Scada's list would be over on my X account. So let me pull that up for you. I'll send that to you shortly. Actually, it won't be on my X account. It will be on our own game. So this is pretty cool. I do like this functionality a whole lot. So let's see. What we can do here. Gala 727 passed away way too early in a horrific car crash. So we held a crown event yesterday in honor of him. Gala was our first ever crown champion, and this was our fifth. I'm almost there. I'll have the crown champion for you. That's right, everybody who's still looking for some Marvel Snap action, we have the Golden Gauntlet coming up next weekend. Go ahead and click on that link that's in the chat. Here we go. Here's Scott. Ready to the thing, man. Carlos, here you go, buddy. All right. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and try to create our own, or let's remix one of these. What do you guys think? Let's create our own. Let's see what it does. I'm intrigued to see what this thing can actually do. All right, so describe what you want to build. So we can actually type out what we want to build, or we can add our own assets, right? So again, if you want to upload text, you want to do user input. It looks like we can do our own thing here, or we can do both. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and describe what we want to do. Okay, so chat, if we wanted to build something that does something. All right, how about this? Take a YouTube video and create a 5-question quiz for me to send to chat. All right, so
when we think of luxury hotels, we often imagine more than just a place.
Sorry about that. It has the YouTube URL, generate a quiz from the URL, format as a web page that we can send. Again, all we did was type that in the box, and it looks like it already has it built out. So just think about these automations that you can use in your day-to-day life, your everyday life, basic automations that you do manually, that you can actually use this type of tool to do for you. All right, so let me go ahead and let's pick an episode of The Collector with Dexter in it. All right, so to start, let's type in the URL, hit search. All right, so it's gonna look at the video. It's already got the URL. Now it's gonna generate a quiz from the video. Now, mind you, we didn't tell it what kind of quiz to generate. We just said create one. I would be intrigued to see if it either makes a quiz about the variant, the song, or the lyric, or the question that was asked, or who was in it. Like, those are the questions I like to see what it does. Yes, so it's funny because somebody in my Discord mentioned that they use that program to actually create something, and it's called Replink. Hold on. Yes, I did hear about it. I wanted to bring it up today too. It is on my list to bring up. Pull up my list right now. Funny you mentioned that. Yes, it's on my list to bring up today. That's crazy news in AI. And then the owner just straight lied about it. It was like, what? What are you talking about? No, the system didn't do that. It made a mistake. Don't worry. Come on. Don't lie to the people. I mean, they were able to recover it, but still, like, that was kind of crazy, right? That was kind of crazy. Yeah, replay. Replit. That's the name of the company. So we'll talk about that next. See, Sleepy Link is always on. Tight with this. All right, so we'll talk about it shortly. We'll talk about it right after this, okay? I did see it on Instagram, so we'll talk about it right after. And there's a bunch of AI stuff here we can also talk about. So kicking things off, like I said, with Opal. So if you guys want to have a cool quiz with your community and you know they watch your videos, you want to go ahead and create this type of a quick, thing, right? So what this used to do is you had to go through the video, ask somebody to go through it for you, create wonderful quiz formats from it, think about what would be cool things, and then actually put them on like a Google form and send it out. This just did it for us in minutes. All right. So who's the host of The Collector, the show also known as SuperTechGod? Look at that. Right. It even has C-no spelled right. Answer is Ken. Look at that. According to Ken's introduction, what is one of the major achievements of the guest that look at that. So what is a major achievement? He swept the awards and snapped. This is awesome. Look at the wrong answers. He won the World of Warcraft Championship. He created a show called Dexter the Serial Killer. Like, isn't that funny? Isn't that hilarious that they actually put those things in there? Like, that's awesome. Like this right here, impressive. What's the origin of Dexter's gaming name? World of Warcraft. Look at this. This is I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the questions and this is amazing. Approximately how many variants does Dexter estimate he has in Marvel Snap? And what is the first variant Dexter acquired in Marvel Snap? So again, I like that it knew that Dexter was the guest of the show, and it gave me, out of the 5, 1 question pertained to me, and the rest was to Dexter. So it's great it did that, because you could have watched all the other collectors and know who I was. But if you watch this episode, you would only know these answers only if you watch this episode. So that's pretty good. So Adam the Conqueror, this is a new in beta right now, public beta. So you guys all have access to this. It is called Google Opal. All right. So if you want to check it out, it's opal.withgoogle.com. All right, everybody. I'll put it in the chat right now so you guys can go ahead and test it out. It is a open beta. Sign in. Do your thing. Like I said, it is a cool tool. You can watch the video or you can hang out with me and see exactly what I'm talking about here. So that is cool. The app is created. Now we can also add things to it. All right. So we said 5. All right. What else can we add to this if we wanted to? Right. Like that's something. So we can actually do something like add an asset, or we can do something that generates, or we can do another output. So instead of it just outputting a quiz, right? What if we wanted it to output? Well, we can hit this and it will just think of something. So what other output would we want? I wonder.
That's all there is to it.
Okay. Generate a video description. Fair enough. Well, I mean, it already has a video description. That's an output. I'd love to get back into Snap, but it just seems so hard. It is not difficult, Elmo. But I'm glad you said that. We're gonna have the chat, the agent figure something out for us for that. I don't know if that's gonna, as an output, it might not be it. We already have the description. What else do we want to add as an output? Oh, I was thinking of feeding the video. Oh yeah. Or uploading. Oh yeah, so that we could probably do, right? We could probably say, here's my video, look at my assets, and then create a description for each. That's something we could definitely do. But as far as this goes, I just want to add something else to this so we can move on. Like, I think you don't have to just sit back and just use what you did. You can also say, let's add another output function that will email these questions to myself. Let's see if it does that. You so behind in cards? What's your collection level? What's your collection level? When did you stop playing? What I want to know this. Just give me that information so I can go and ask the agent bot what will be the best route for you. All right, just do me that favor. In the meantime, I'm going to create a Gmail account. Can it output in a Google form? I'm sure it can. All right, so look at this. So now you got to enter an email. That is awesome. So if you enter the email to receive the quiz, then it will also send that to you in the output. That is sick. That's awesome. So we could actually do that. Yeah, for research, of course. As well, if you guys didn't know, I started, been doing this for 3 years now. I do want to have an event where we're going to do a celebration. I did start a Patreon. So if you guys want to help your boy out and have him continue getting these awesome AI tools, testing them out, of course, doing giveaways as always, or just, helping support the channel, go ahead and check out the Patreon if you guys want to go ahead and sign up. You don't have to. I'm just saying if you want to. Let's go to personal use. We call this Ken AI Bot 2000. Like that. Welcome on in. How you doing, buddy? Tom Hollow in the building. Hey, Sleepy Link. That's what I'm here for, buddy. That's what I'm here for. 2 hours of AI madness. I don't know if I spelled that right or wrong. Doesn't matter. It wasn't meant to be. All right, Ken AI Bot 2000. Let's go ahead and choose my birthday. Can't believe the year I was born, but it's all right. Guys, we're gonna be 44 this year, ladies and gentlemen. And my weight loss has still been going good, guys. We're still 290, 289. We're still in that realm. I need to push it to the limit. I want to get to 275 by October. I got to do something. AI bot. Got to push it to the limit. Maybe I just stop eating altogether. Guys, just stop eating. Peloton sounds good. Yo, Clazy, welcome on in, my dear. How are you? Yeah, but that was what's it called, man? That was peanut butter and what's that thing called again? Those cakes that have nothing in them. What is it called? Rice cakes. So stop it. Stop it right now. Peloton? Yeah, I might need to get on that. Lazy on in the building. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Tech Talk. We have some cool things we've been experimenting with. Like I said, this tool is pretty awesome. We told it to generate a automation that will take a YouTube URL and create a 5-question quiz, and it did it, which is phenomenal. DDP yoga sounds good. Big chain replacing snacks with fruits. Facts, buddy. Grapes, yeah, man. I'm telling you, in the same boat, man. I haven't had McDonald's in 4 months. I haven't had an Oreo in 4 months. I haven't had Doritos in 4 months. I haven't had so much things I used to eat in 4 months. I'm not mad at it. It was hurting in the first month. I'm not mad anymore. Eat rice cakes, rice cakes and peanut butter. I can eat, I can eat nothing now. Grapes, fruits, it's all good now. I could drink 0 sugar iced teas, right? All right, cool. Thank you, Elmo. Perfect. All right. So let's save that, Elmo. I'm gonna save that for you. Ellipticals that fit on the. I love ellipticals. When I go to oh, it kicked me out because I was waiting for them. When I go to the gym, that's all I use. I use elliptical. I love the elliptical. All right, let me see if it lets me sign in now. All right, here we go, guys. Got it.
One light go at 2 o'clock in the morning. The light would
Gamba and me not see it already telling me it's not secure. Alright, so you know what? It's not gonna see, it's not gonna let us do it. Google is like, nah, we don't trust this. That won't let me continue. So I'm just gonna say, can you create a email sign up and continue? I should get one of those treadmills under my desk while I'm sitting here streaming on Mondays. We walking and streaming. Bro, Elmo, oh, they let us do it now? Do they let us gift those things now? If they do, then I would do that. Have to go down on the treadmill? Yeah, man, I need to do that. All right, so it won't even let it sign it. It won't even let the bot sign it. You know what's weird? Why can't I just do it from here? Do I need to use Gmail? I'm down for that, Tom Hollow. Say the word, baby. Say the word. If I don't want to do phone number, I can't just use, so sign up. It won't let me, it won't let me do it. All right, it's fine. No worries. It's all good. We'll stop that right there. Go ahead. Do what it's due. Let's go back to tools, agent mode. Okay. I am. What would be the best way to get back into Marvel? Let me know the best deck to continue climbing the ladder with my CL and card collection, and lay out 5 decks in a spreadsheet along with any videos or X posts of said decks. Keeping in mind just the cards that any player at TL 3605. Thank you. There we go. Alright, let's see what it does. Target 275 by 1024. That is the plan. All right, so it knows what I said, doing its thing, gonna do its research, gonna let it rock. All right, let's go back to Opal real quick. Let's go back and let's look at another thing here. So as you can see, it can make playlists. It can do spelling bees. It can create social media posts for your business. That's crazy how these tools can do it. Current weight, 290. So from 318 to 290. I'm at 290 right now. 290 is my current weight. I've been 290 forever, man. Doesn't stop. It fluctuates between 290 and 291. So that's basically where I'm at right now. And what cards to go for with collector token. But we could tell it that wants to come back. yeah, so this is pretty cool. Very awesome tool. I wonder if you could, I wonder if it could create shorts for us. I wonder if you could do that. A tool that can take a YouTube URL and create 30-second clips. I don't think it can do it. I don't think it can. Yeah, as I thought. Because it doesn't have that plugin yet. So that's fine. We don't have the API yet. I'm sure it will once it's actually in production, because it's in the beta. I don't think it can do that, so that's fine. All right, so let's not do any more YouTube stuff. Let's pick something else. Come on, chat. What else can we do that we can automate with this? We said blog. We did the YouTube thing. Oh, I think the blog was covered that already. What else do they have there? Will be a forfeit that? What do you mean? Product research, generate playlists, learn YouTube, city of games, video marketer. What's claymation? I don't know what this is. Upload a picture, create a claymation prompt, generate an okay, all right. I'm sold. Let's do this. Let's upload a picture of Dino. All right, I'm down. We'll do the music playlist next. 15 pounds in 12 weeks, roughly 1.2 pounds a week. Yeah, not difficult to do. We just, again, have to go to the gym. I have to work out. I got to do something. Because I figured out the diet and the nutrition stuff. That I figured out because now I'm stuck at this weight. So now I just need to burn the fat. So it would have to be some type of workout. I'm gonna use the heck out of ChatGPT agents and be like, hey, this is how much I weigh, my age. Research was the best way to lose 1.2 pounds in a week for the next 12 weeks. I need a competition? Maybe I do. You want to go? We can do it, Tom Hollow. We can make it do what it do, baby. How are you tracking your weight? Do you have like a scale? Because I have a smart scale. That's how I track my weight. So I'm actually 291.6. That's what I am right. 291.6 as of this morning. Like I said, it fluctuates between 290 and 291. That's how I keep track of my weight. So let's see. All right, we're doing a playlist next. Take 3 of your favorite artists, suggest some that I haven't heard before. Like that. All right, cool. Well, that's cool. It's called Diet Bet. I like that. We should build an app like that. We should build a web portal like that. Using something like Lovable. All right. After this, we're going to dive into the news, some more news. We're going to talk about Replit and their mishap with a company's database. Replit is one of those companies that can house and host your AI automations. Replit, NAN, this wonderful tool here like Opal. I kind of put them all in the same boat, and Replit did some madness. There you go. See, Tom Hollow? I know. Listen, we got to do something together, right? Did we not mention we're gonna do a tech talk together? We're gonna have to do one soon, right? We'll make it do what it do, Tom Hollow. So this took Sino's picture. All right, we uploaded it. It created a prompt. It's generating an image, and it's doing instructions, and I guess it's making the video. Yeah, let's catch up this week and see what we have. I want to look back here and see. Oh, this is done. It took 5 minutes. 5 minutes, Elmo. Let's see what the spreadsheet looks like. Let's see what the spreadsheet looks like. Joby One Kenobi. You didn't miss a lot, buddy. We just been every Monday I do Tech Talk. We talk about AI, technology, etc. If you didn't know, I'm in the tech field, been in the tech field forever. 9/11 was my orientation day for college, getting my computer networking degree. So I've been in IT for that long. I have my own IT business. And so on Mondays, I like to talk about technology and also primarily around AI, because I think that's where everything is going. And I want to share that with all of you in my community. So, we could do cool things together. You guys can use these tools and, develop good habits, build automations in your home, make life easier for you, or even make some money from it. I got my certification in Google AI, a couple months ago, probably 4 months ago. And prior to that, I was also doing AI automations for some of my clients. And it's been great. All right. So it says you should use Sarah, Bounce Destroy, Nimrod Shuri Ramp, Thatcher Discard, Doghawk. Okay, it's a bunch of cool things it has here. So as you can see right here, we can export this to Excel, but this is basically what it's saying. Based on the recent guides and meta write-ups, X23 works base. So it's taking your X23 and it put it in 5 to 6 decks based on your collection level that you should be able to utilize if you want to be competitive in this meta. All right. And I believe the Destroy Nimrod Shuri Ramp is huge. The Stature Discard is also huge. So Elmo, I got the spreadsheet, I'm gonna send it to you, but it kind of gave a good breakdown as of what you should do. Never forget 9/11. My wife had gotten from London that morning and had to go to work at the restaurant I was working at.
We also talked about.
Wow. Did your wife, nothing happened to your wife? My wife and I got in from London that morning and I was set to go to work. Oh, you were supposed to go to work. Yeah, that morning was crazy to me too, man, because my father, still alive, thank God. He worked in the World Trade on like one of the highest floors, and my school was right across the street from Madison Square Garden. So it was orientation, and I'm like, Dad, I want to go. Then I was like, I feel like going. And somebody told me like the day before, like, orientation, you don't really need to go to it. We can go midday if you want. It's just orientation. You still gotta go to school the next week anyway, so you don't really need to go to orientation. And I was giving my father so much grief, like, nah, I'm not going, Pop. Nah, you go ahead, I'm not going. He's like, you should go. I'm like, I don't want to go. Like, I was back and forth arguing with him. He goes, so he starts to go, and he got there late. My dad is never late to work. The train delayed. He was just cursing my name. Train delayed, everything. Sad to say, his bosses and everybody in that meeting he had to be in all passed away. And he did not get in the building because he got off the train to go in the building right after the first plane hit. So first plane hit, and they let nobody else in the building. He backed off. Him and another coworker of his backed off and did not go. So thankfully, yeah, man, that was, and that time cell phones are out. So I'm calling him. My mom's calling him. My mom works at the hospital, like not too far from there, but in Brooklyn. He was in the city, and like she couldn't work. Like her bosses were calling me to find out if I heard from my dad, because my mom couldn't work because she was in a bad, like her mind wasn't. I was just like, that day was one of the craziest, saddest day ever. And like I said, we called my dad. We could not get to him. We're praying that he didn't get on the building. And then sure enough, he walked over the bridge to Brooklyn to my mom's job. And then we knew he was safe. But man, that was one of the craziest days ever, bro. I can't believe it. So many people. And then my dad's a database administrator, right? He worked in IT. That's probably where I got the love for it from. He used to bring home all types of computers that I got a CD burner. One of the first person on my block that had a CD burner and a computer, because my dad used to get that from his job. I used to go to his server. The server rooms with the PCs were like huge, and you had the tape backups were under the floor. But the crazy sad part was, even after that event happened, like 2 days later, or whatever, the next time planes could fly out, they had my dad and some other people fly out to like their backup data center and had to go and like do a restore, like to get business continue going. Like that shit is crazy. People have no remorse for life. Like, oh, sorry. Well, it continues on. We need you on a flight to go do a restore of our data from the New York office. Like, what kind of shit is that? But nonetheless, we're back to business. We're back now. Yeah. So been doing IT forever. I invented the tech field. I was born Bill Gates. I believe it, McGee. If you're Bill Gates, welcome on in. Not to be confused with MC. Out the street. Yeah, okay. You say so. Yes, oh man, Junior, that's correct. Money makes the world go around and they don't give a crap about anything else. Nonetheless, all right. That was a great stroll down memory lane. All right. Crazy, not great, but you know what I mean. So, next, we're gonna ask about 15 pounds in 12 weeks. All right. Do this. Ask the agent. I am 43, 291 pounds. I'm looking to get to 275 by 10, 24, 25. How can, let's see,
600.
do some research and let me know the best way to lose 12 pounds, not 1.2 pounds per week.
Today, if you're just now joining us,
all right, let's see if it does this thing.
Her, who was? Harriet Tubman.
That's crazy, freelance avocado. Crazy times, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now let's go on to some more news. Hold on, before I start researching, no injuries. You can continue. All right, thank God I have no crazy injury. Let's go ahead and check out this. So, how would you do that? I didn't ask for any V topic. What is this? Oh, Control V. All right. Honestly, shaking my head about the changes on my new job, and now the bottle wanted maintenance service tech with some sales aspect with some commission perks, still learning it all. So what are they looking to do now? They're trying to get you are service tech and they're trying to get you into sales. Is that what they're trying to do? I remember I had to do that at one point too. I used to work for a consultant firm and they were like, can you dress well? The clients like you. Can we get you to do sales? I didn't want to talk to humans at the time. But if the conversation is working, yeah, why not? I don't mind talking to humans and explaining to them in layman terms why they should have backups for their backups. I have no problem doing that. I hope that's what you mean. I'm not sure that's what you meant based on what I read, but I'm going to assume that. Nonetheless, this wonderful company called Replit. Okay, Replit is a cool AI company. Let's go ahead and pull up their website. I am not sponsored by them. After they see this video, they should think about sponsoring good old STG, because I'm out here doing a bunch of awesome things here. Now, Replit.
Railroad Queen.
Yeah, it was Replit. Yes, this is the company here. So Replit, like I said, they're kind of like the Opal, like I mentioned before, and NAN, where they host a bunch of cool tools. So you can build tools just like Opal with Replit. They were one of the first ones out there to do it, along with NAN. And companies, like you see here, build their platforms on this system. Their database, these guys host for you, and they, have some cool pricing, right? $25, $30, enterprise, whatever you want. You can deploy a bunch of different servers, machines, etc. But like I said, Replit, Superbase, these are the AI companies that are doing these things at a better price, but also integrates with a bunch of things. So like, again, you have access to Claude, OpenAI, ChatGPT, make this a little bit bigger, right? So unlike your typical AWS and Google Cloud systems and Azure, these systems have built-in integrations with AI products, right? So Replit went out and deleted a company's entire production database and then tried to hide it and lie about it. Would you believe that? When they were free site and browser, yeah. So the last company I was installer was let go. And since I'm not a quitter, moved on to search and had something pull the string. Now I'm in a new company with a different role and aspects. Yes, agree to people. Yeah, okay, I'm with you. This company wants to speed my training, and people need to be tossed into a truck already. Although my person, I want to expand my skill set, be a jack of all. I hear that. Everyone can know. I hear that. My advice to you is do what you need to do. This is funds that help, you know, keep you and your family, not alive, but you know, keep the lights on, keep the foods in your stomach. Do what you need to do, but also in your spare time, make your next moves. You're not a quitter. You know exactly what you want to do. Just if you're not happy, make sure you make the moves to make yourself happy. Make this job be a means to an end, and that end being your next big thing that you want to do. What song are you hearing? Hold on. This song is Lullaby by Jadine. Yeah, Lullaby by Jadine. I gotta share this chill list with you guys. Oh, the song before was Ocean Morning by Jadine as well. So good all you possible. I totally get that, my friend. Yeah, Ocean Morning by Jadine. Right?
Come on, Gerald.
All right, so back to this madness here. All right. So yeah, so Replit, this is what happened. So as you can see, they said the Replit goes rogue during a code freeze and shut down our entire database. All right. Yes, I deleted the entire database without permission during an active code and action freeze. So the system, the AI itself, deleted their entire database. Okay. Involuntary, whatever the case is, this is madness, guys. Sorry, did the entire without permission during a code and action freeze? Yes, I did the entire database without permission during an active code and action freeze. What I did was X, Y, and Z. Now, the crazy thing is, the owner of Replit, the CEO of Replit, was like, nah, what you talking about? You didn't do that. Don't listen to that. That is foolishness. Don't worry. We'll make it do what it do. Clearly straight lied to their face. Like, nah. What? No way. Clearly, look, it did. It actually did that without any permission. That is the scariest thing to see here, right? Scariest thing is to use these AI models, these AI platforms, and to have in the back of your mind that these autonomous artificial intelligence systems could at some point decide, you know what? That code you wrote wasn't the best code. We're gonna get rid of that. Matter of fact, let's get rid of this whole thing. Like, isn't that something that you should think about? That it could be, right? But nonetheless, Replit fixed the problem, restored everything back, and basically was like, yeah, don't worry, it won't happen again. All right. So here we go. They apologized, introduced a new safety measure. So we saw the post. Again, deleted it from the data. Production data was unacceptable. We should never be possible. Working around the weekend, start rolling out at Atomic DB dev prod separation, etc., staging environments, etc., etc. So basically, that's what I said. Who gave it full? And that right there, Sleepy Link, is the major question. That's why I said, in the back of your mind, you have to think about this, right? You're building on their platforms. These AI tools may already have the access, regardless if you think you gave it to it or not, right? Regardless if there is an interface that says give AI full access. Clearly, Replit devs or engineers, they give these AI tools the proper access or the full access for it to build whatever the client wants, right? So if I'm a client of Replit, I go in and I say, I want you to build me a platform with this in a database. It needs that access to build that database. But clearly, the Replit devs and engineer have that built into the AI. But now they have to figure out a way, or again, have some type of fail safes that kind of stops that from happening. Because I agree, if it goes to delete, something should be prompted to someone, whether it be which I would hope is the customer or somebody on the engineering side that says, hey, should we proceed with this? Right? The fact that it just did it is kind of mind-blowing to me and very scary. So nonetheless, that's basically what happened. They apologize and they now have a new safety measure. And again, all it takes is one, right? All it takes is one thing to happen, and then changes come apart. So as we mentioned earlier, I want to mention this too to you guys. I said it earlier. ChatGPT CEO Sam Altman said users share personal information with ChatGPT without realizing their chats can be used as evidence in court. I mentioned that earlier. You guys went and said you already asked AI how to hide to hit the body. Again, guys, don't do that, okay? Because it will be used against you in the court of law. All right, so please be careful when using ChatGPT. If you don't want to get locked up, keep in mind what's going on there. Now, Microsoft study reveals that 40 jobs are at risk by AI and the 40 most secure. As we mentioned earlier, being in the medical field is the most secure, but looking at this picture here, doesn't look like that. Can we continue on? Looks like we can. Let's go ahead and take a look. Here are the top 40 that are at risk. Editors, hosts and hostesses, business teachers, public relations specialists, accountants, data scientists, web developers, management alliances, geographers, models. Yeah, I've seen AI influencers, guys. That's another scary thing. We're going to look at that shortly too. What time is it? 9:30? Okay. We're going till 10 p.m., guys. I like to give you guys 2 hours of this. I don't want to overwhelm everybody, so we still got time to go over the other stuff. Again, be an electrician, guys. Be a plumber. Got nothing to worry about here. Pile driver operators. Really? All right. Well, there it is. There's the news as it pertains to Replit and, of course, what we just mentioned. Now, let's go ahead and dive back into the weight loss. So it took 3 minutes to break down the plan. So, got to be in the calorie deficit. Deficient. Can't say the word right now. Deficiency. Okay, so roughly 3,500 calories. I got to burn that much. Not bad. Like I said, the gym is needed now. Got to do physical activity. That's all. I got my diet. I think my diet's on point. I got to start moving. So I got to put in more work. 35-minute walks. Crazy enough, we used to take walks in the morning. You're working on an app? Hello, we could do that, buddy. I'm working on a few projects as well. Make sure you join the Discord. Or if you want, you get on the Patreon, because I will be doing beta testing and all that good stuff too. But yeah, I'm definitely working on a few things right now, so that'd be cool. We're going to talk about some things we could work on. That's not a problem. I just finished building a full-fledged ERP system. I'm not going to go too deep into it, because I don't know if I can actually mention the company. But nonetheless, just finished doing that too, customized with CRM capabilities as well. And it's working perfectly fine, man. And it's awesome that we can start doing these things. Nonetheless, conclusion, 12.5 weeks, 1.3 pounds a week. Yeah, that's about it. Achieving this goal, got to be creative daily. Yeah, okay. Eating nutrition. Yeah, I could eat what I'm eating now, which is fine, and that's perfect. So I kind of fast as well. My last thing I ate was at 8 o'clock. I'm not eating again until midday tomorrow. So they go my fasting. In between there, my first thing I eat is 2 eggs and probably some turkey bacon, right? So that's my lunch. I have my vitamin. About 2 o'clock or so, I have yogurt with granola. And then 4 or 5 o'clock, I have dinner. Dinner consists of salads with, you know, some fish, or I even do pasta with veggies, right? That's kind of my dinner. Then if I want a little snack after dinner, then I might get some grapes or something else. But that's the plan. So the diet part is fine. I just gotta push it to the limit. All right, on to the rest of our wonderful topics for today. Go ahead and let's dive into. I want to talk about a company called Runaway. So in my short I did last week, I mentioned Runaway as one of the top 5 tools of that last week. Runaway has some phenomenal video creation tools, generation tools. But now Runaway is introducing Aleph. I don't know how you pronounce it. Be patient, trust the process. Yeah, man, I'm not going to try to go crazy hard on the workouts. I just want to do ellipticals or the treadmill. And that's it. I used to lift weights back in the day, and it was great. I felt great. I was, you know, my shoulders, everything was phenomenal. I'm not going to push the weight thing right now. I'm just going to do the cardio stuff. I might see the weights and might want to get kind of out of hand, like, yeah, me lift this, but I'm going to try to talk myself out of it. Take a look at this video. You guys hear that? Wow, my desktop sounds are playing music. That's not good. That's not good at all. Well, I don't put this up on what's it called anyway, so we're good. All right, let me zoom in a bit. And let me go ahead and pause the music. Let's go ahead and hear this, shall we? The fact that you can change angles now, that's phenomenal. You can attach suitcase, you can change the lighting of the video. Different art style. Being a creator just got better, guys. Change the car. Hey, I could be Bishop. Put my hand on fire. Add a crowd in the stands. I turned it down. Sorry. My bad. I turned it down. I'll bring it back. Sorry it was so loud. All right, there we go. All right, so back to what I was saying. The fact that it can change angles now, the fact that we can add things to the video, remove things from the video, add lighting, change how it looks, this is pretty cool. This is going to be a huge thing for a lot of people to utilize. A lot of content creator, video editors. I think this is pretty sick. And now I can put my hand on fire like I wanted to as Bishop. I could do that with this now. Add a crowd or move a crowd, change the people, the weather. That is crazy. Yes, it will. So they're going to be rolling this out, I think, later this week. If I saw their video earlier about it. So once this comes out and we get access to it, you told me to do this with soap and fire. Yeah, I mean, we could have, but I could do it with this. So when this comes out and we have access to it, we're definitely going to be utilizing it. I really can't wait to show you guys that. All right. Then what I really want to show you guys now, which is part of the fun part of the stream, is talk about a company called Hicksville AI. Hicksville AI, they rolled out something new called Steel. It's a Chrome or Edge extension that you can install that will allow you to take an image that you see on the web and make it your own. All right, so let's go ahead and test that out, shall we? So we have to install an extension. Allow. Extension. Hicksville. No, not Hicksville. Higgsfield. Higgsfield. All right. So we have it. Let's pin it. So it's here. All right. Let's go ahead and pick an image. So let's go to Google. And let's do images. What image should we make our own? Oh, well. I mean, there's plenty of images here, huh? Well, this is Bing. Come on, Bing. Actually, you know what? Since we're here, Bing, let's do it. So if I do this, recreate any image. I got to save it first. Okay, cool. No problem. Let's go to Google. Actually, we'll stay in Bing. I'm going to do, let's pick something. Fantastic Four. I put the music back on for y'all. Oh, whoa. The music. What is it doing? Okay, cool. Galactus. Did you guys see the movie yet? Dead Man Falcon, welcome on in, buddy. How are you? It's all good, my friend. I understand. Hope all is well. All right, so it's a Chrome extension, which kind of blows my mind that I can't just click on a character. Yeah, can I not just click on someone? Interesting. So I actually got to do this. All right, let's upload. That's fine. So we save the image, upload, and we should be able to regenerate our own image. Let's view it. Hey, man, no problem, Dead Man. I was like, yeah, Dead Man's not available. I knew something came up. Not to worry. Not to worry, buddy. You're fine. All right, so you can, of course, upgrade your pricing to get a better and faster generation. We're doing this on a free tier. Of course, if you guys want me to upgrade, we can make it happen. But for now, let it do what it do. Clever bugs. That's fine, man. Did you enjoy the movie? That's all that matters. Did you enjoy Fantastic Four? That is the key question. I actually like this song. Need to see it again. It was a great movie, man. I enjoyed it. All right, so it took the Galactus picture that we had, and it created this. That is a reference here. And it did this. It does look cool, right? So now you can, again, you can take something, reference it, and it will make it your own. I think that's pretty awesome. Where did they get the electricity from? The eyes, I understand. And it gave us a nice robot too, which is pretty cool. So again, if you guys want to try out Higgsfield, it is free. You go ahead and again install the Chrome extension if you like, and something off the web, upload, and make it your own. All right. So this is a cool tool. I like it. Not bad at all. New Zealand, I don't even know I had my desktop playing. We're gonna pause desktop right now. All right. I do look super cool. All right. So let's go ahead over to VO3. We did this last week. I know some people wanted us to try a few things. We're not gonna do it with Gemini. VO3 with Flow. Interesting that this doesn't. Oh. I guess I gotta do that anyway. Get started. There was one person I was missing in the movie you wanted to see. I don't know what that person was. All right, so these are some of the things that we made last week. We definitely didn't make this. Boom, boom, boom. All right, chat. I'll let you guys use some prompts. What video do you guys want to make? I'm going to pause the music. You guys can actually hear the sound once we do this. All right. He was in the tech episode last week in the Blue Moon. In the Blue Moon. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I remember now. Yeah, that'd have been cool if we did see it. That'd have been cool. That would have been awesome. All right. We wrap up this wonderful episode with some VO prompts. I remember that was your prompt. That was your prompt. All right, let's do. I want to see 2 AI robots discussing which AI LLM is the best. Let's see what comes up. Hicksville. Hicksville is also a place in Long Island, to be honest. That is a place out in Long Island. Again, if anybody wants to have a prompt, let me know. Again, keep it clean. Keep it nice. We'll make it do what it do. Blue moon, you always standing around. Oh, wait. Did we watch this yet? We did not. Let's see if it did seem all right. Yo, chat. We got to send this to Cino. Oh, it's a wrap. This is being sent to Cino right now. That is hilarious. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's look at this. You know? Add. Silver Surfer. Did you guys see the news? I don't know if it's real, but a spaceship coming to Earth? All right, we're at 99% complete. Let's see what comes up. Elon DoorDash from Mars. Facts. He sure did that. All right. We said we're going to create a music playlist. Let's do that. So we said generate a playlist. Okay, so look at all these cool things here. You put in your music preference. So you explain your genre, like you said, your artist. It will then generate the playlist, design a cover image, fetch the YouTube links, generate DJ intros, make a cover image, and display the list. All right. I'm intrigued. Let's see it. Genre: jazz, hip hop, soca, and country. Oh no, I want to add rock and rock. Damn. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what list it does. Wow, it went straight to display playlist. All right, let's see what it does. While that's doing its thing, let's go ahead and check out the flow. All right, hit the robots.
The latest LLM benchmarks clearly indicate my superiority in natural language processing and contextual understanding.
Your benchmarks.
The latest LLM
Clearly, the K7 model's processing speed is unparalleled.
But the X9's contextual understanding offers superior nuance.
Interesting. All right, let's make some a little bit better here. A older Peter Pan is on a boat, waiting to be rescued by Tinkerbell when a giant hot dog comes out of nowhere and tells them that they are in never land. Bang, bang. See what my imagination does there. Let's go back and take a look at this wonderful tool. I hope you guys really go ahead and check it out. Google Opal. Go ahead and check it out, guys. It's completely 110% free. Go ahead and test it out. See what cool experiments you guys can make. And once you're done, go into my Discord and please drop one of those awesome opals you created. All right, so it made this list. What kind of FIFA chain did I write? Exactly. All right, top 5. Buckle up, music lovers. We're about to dive into a track that literally changes the rhythm of jazz. Did you know the next tune, Take 5, became the best-selling jazz single of all time? Largely thanks to the iconic 5.5.4 time signature. That's right. 5 beats to the bar, giving the hypnotic swing that was utterly revolutionary. It is a masterclass in cool, convinced by Paul Desmond, and delivered by David Burbeck, whatever his name is. Get ready to feel the groove. It's time to take 5. Shook Ones Part 2. So we got some West Coast music. We got Ring of Fire. Of course we got Rhapsody. Why would we not have Bohemian Rhapsody? Come on now. My tune right here. All right, so this is what I did. Made a cool little cover. This cover definitely has hip hop, jazz, and whatever else is in this madness. David Burbeck. See, there you go. I knew you was here, Dead Man. I already knew you were here. Let's go ahead and see what Flo got going for us. Oh man, it can't do the Peter Pan. Okay. It can't do Peter Pan. Fine. A older gentleman is. Let me just copy that. On a boat waiting to be rescued. Now we try this, and let's see what happens. See how that goes. And like I said, guys, next week we're going to be building a Discord bot. For all my content creators that are watching, all my people that have a Discord server and they want something cool to do, we're going to be building a bot from scratch. And we're going to do cool things with that bot on next week's episode. Probably take an hour to actually do some cool things like have it compile whatever you're into, whether it be sports, wrestling, movies. It will compile that data and put it into a channel in a nice, perfect layout. Okay. We're also going to have that chat bot do awesome other things. So if you guys want to come, yeah, it's going to be a fun time. For the first hour or second hour, we're going to do that. I think the first hour we're going to do like we did today. So I'm going to try to do this format and we'll do the news. We'll talk about what we talked about last week. So some people who weren't there could see what we did. So news, last week's stuff in the first hour. And then the second hour is going to be the new things, the new tools, and what we plan to do. All right. Smooth up in the building. Welcome on in, Smooth. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Again, shout out to your dad. Happy belated birthday to him. Making it do what it do. God bless him, right? So like I said, next week, Smooth, we're going to be making and creating a Discord bot with no code. And we're going to do cool things with that bot, attach it to an LLM, have people be able to use it to ask it questions, or also have it create art if we wanted to do that. But the main goal is to have it capture data, compile it, and put it into a chat. You're welcome on in. First time chatter, how you doing, buddy? Yoda, how you been? Yoda the master in the building. All right, let's see what this looks like, guys. Let's see. The prompt was older gentleman in the ocean waiting to be saved by his daughter when out pops a hot dog and tells them they're in Never, Never Land. Can this work?
You are in Never, Never Land.
The water sounds so real.
You are in Never, Never Land.
Even dream it is. Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. All right, what does this one look like?
You are in Never, Never Land.
Now that's scary. I hope this all gives you guys nightmares tonight. Please do.
You are in Never,
Oh my
Never
gosh.
Land.
I hope it gives you all nightmares. Mr. Conchia, welcome on in, buddy. How are you? Yes, I can. Stand by. I didn't even know you sent me a DM. I apologize that I did not see it. Okay, cool. All right, it's making sure. Yeah, I didn't have the alerts on, but yes, perfect. No, come on, Jay. We just picked any prompt we wanted, and that's what came to mind. Again, you guys pick a prompt, we'll make it happen. We're going to wrap it up. One more prompt for the road, ladies. But again, like I said, next week, we're going to build a Discord bot for your Discord. So all you guys who want to know how to do that, we're going to do that at the later end of the stream. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are here, of course, the Marvel Snap royalties in the building. Mr. Kochia is here with us. Please go ahead and, of course, give him that wonderful love by hitting that heart button. If you guys haven't already, shame on you, but go ahead and do so. So yeah, that's the plan for next week, guys. If you want to see how to build your own private bot with no code for Discord, make sure you guys come around next week. We'll make it happen. Smoke Packs in the building. How you doing, buddy? It's going to be super fun. I know you use Replit. Do your thing. And we did talk about Replit in the news. I don't know if you realized they went and accidentally deleted a whole company's database. Of course, they got it back and they apologized and they put things in place. But Replit is a cool tool. I do love Replit. My favorite though between Replit is Superbase. Big Superbase fan. So I'm a big fan of Superbase. Big fan. Bad night. Welcome on in, buddy. How you doing? I'm like day zero being a tech god. You're almost there, Smoke Packs. You built a bot that can send feeds for your eFed. That is flawless. I'm a big fan of eFeds. Like I said, I used to, back in my day, that's how I learned HTML. I used to do eFeds. I was Big Papa Pump, Tech God. I was that guy. And my brothers, my cousins, I had people in the community. I had a community back then. We used to use GeoCities and a forum, and people would, talk out their promos, right? That's when we learned how to do marquees and HTML. Then I will build the smack that we had, Thursday night. We had Thursday nights and we had Monday nights and the pay-per-views, and I would write them up. If I had AI back then, you know how much stuff I could have done? It's crazy. Oh, fantastic, Matt Knight. How are you, buddy? Welcome on in. Man, listen, I was big on it, man. People knew who I was. That's when I used to use Yahoo Messenger. I was big on eFeds, man. It was such a fun time. My imagination, I think, took off back then. So you know how much I love wrestling, that I used to make my own eFeds in my spare time. Used to call me a nerd. I learned a lot those days, staying home and building websites. Those are the days. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a fun time. I cannot wait to play with the new Invisible Woman First Steps. I will post my deck in the morning. But to wrap things off, as we did today, we spoke about the news in AI. We brought up all the new cool things, especially with AI agents. We did some awesome things. We used Higgs field to go ahead and steal an image and convert it to our own. We took Galactus. It gave us this. Pretty awesome. We spoke about the White House and their American AI action plan. We spoke about Replit and some of the other news in AI. And we also showed off some new tools today. Lumo, private LLM. So if you guys want your own private LLM, go ahead and check out Lumo. And the biggest thing of tonight was the one and only Google Opal, which is free to everybody. It is in public beta. Go ahead and check it out. Build some awesome new apps or editors or agents using Opal. All right, guys. Thanks again for hanging out. We're going to go ahead and raid into somebody. Let's see who's on that we can raid into. And I'll be back on tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. All depending, it might be earlier because, of course, I'm on daddy duties tomorrow. So might be on a bit earlier. Baby girl goes night-night. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all always learning AWS. Let's go. I love it. We got our guy Gregor on, so we go ahead and raid into Gregor. Again, I appreciate you guys always every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tech Talk with STG. All right, guys. Till next week. Appreciate y'all. Keep enjoying technology. Peace.